The following story was written by Cindy, a participant in the I Don't Mind Writing Workshop, a partnership with the Write On program from Mental Health Connecticut. The title of Cindy's piece is A Relationship? Never Again. This class was recorded online in the fall of 2021, which may affect the audio quality. The story is raw, personal, and contains language that may not be suitable for younger listeners.
Hello, my name is Cindy, and today I'm going to share how your mental health can impact your romantic relationships. I am never going to be in a relationship again. Call it dramatic, but that's what I posted to all of my thousands of followers and all of my social media profiles to view, read, retweet, share, and comment. It was one of those statuses where it was typed in all caps and had several of that fuming emoji. You know, the one with the smoke coming out of its nose. Ooh, boy, was I pissed. Another terrible date. Based on his Bumble profile, I knew he didn't have any of the 26 qualifications I look for in my future partner. This date had the audacity to make me pay for both of our meals, saying how he likes his woman to be the breadwinner of the relationship, something about times have changed. Such a waste of my time. Anyway, there was something therapeutic about releasing that statement for the whole world to read and see. After hitting send, I can't tell you how it made me feel so good. But they always say, be careful what you post on social media. And I agree because lo and behold, 90 days later, I was posting that I was in love. Yeah, not that was falling in love, but I was in love. Yep. I met the man of my dreams, my best friend, my true soulmate, my other half. And he had all but one of the qualifications, which is fine with me because having a guy who's 6'7" is kind of overrated and super hard to find. Over the next several months, our friendship grew, our relationship strengthened, and we brought added joy to each other. We shared our deepest and darkest secrets, our strengths and weaknesses, our mental struggles, and traumatic past experiences. Who knew how beautiful it is to be in love with your best friend who has his own struggles, traumas, and fears? A best friend who truly gets it. We started making plans for the future. Talks of getting married, buying homes, investing in money and property, starting a family. But one of the most important things was promising to put our mental health first, to remind ourselves that we are more than our mental illnesses, to understand that until we take care and love ourselves, we will never be able to fully love and take care of each other and go after our wildest dreams. In the beginning, that promise was easy to follow. But what happens when, although things are amazing on the outside, things start crumbling on the inside? I found myself struggling to keep up with making my mental health a priority. I also didn't want to be the girlfriend who was in weekly therapy, on antidepressants, blah, blah, blah. That's not sexy. I wanted a life where my mental illness was not in the way. And I just felt life getting darker. Talk about the worst possible timing. Please, not now. Communication was key for the both of us, but how could I tell him that despite all the opportunities and support around me, I just felt down and unmotivated more and more? Uh-oh, I am not okay. I thought I conquered these thoughts and feelings a couple of years ago. I thought depression, anxiety, PTSD, and OCD would have gone away on its own by now. Although he was battling his own struggles, he would always ask me every day how he could help. And I'm not the type to ever ask for help, especially not from the man I love who was doing everything right in his life. He was taking care of himself, which allowed him to take care of his wellness, his finances, and to set bigger goals and aspirations. Why couldn't I be that way? Why is it that everyone around me was taking on their mental health straight on, and why was I still struggling and going through it? Then the comparison started to hit. Where was my breakthrough? Why was I jealous? How come all the good things couldn't happen to me? Why are things getting worse? I would scream out to God asking, why? Why did mental health have to take control over my life? I started eating more. I started sleeping more and eating less, drinking more and laughing less, cursing more and praying less. It was affecting every area in my life, in all of my relationships, my friendships. My friends started leaving. With family, I was misunderstood. It affected me financially, physically, mentally, and of course, with my other half. I felt like I wasn't myself. And arguments would start, the hurtful words, the opening of wounds, the insecurity. I have had enough. Every area in my life was falling apart, including the relationship with the love of my life. My mental illnesses always seemed to ruin things at the wrong time. I was sick and tired of it. But what can fix it? No, can't be drugs. No, can't be alcohol. Wait, maybe those antidepressants that I neglected to take the past 4 months can help. Maybe if I just take one, things will permanently be better. Okay, one didn't help. 2, 3, 10, 12, perhaps 14. 14 pills later landed me in the emergency room, and the love of my life ended up texting me just in time, being the one to save my life as he sent paramedics my way. I swore to everyone it wasn't suicide. I tried telling the doctors and nurses and my family and friends that I only did it to get better, that I was desperate, that I wanted to live a life without mental illnesses fucking my life up. Well, medical staff didn't believe me, and I found myself once again in a mental institute for 7 days. Things weren't the same when I got out. The love of my life tried his best, told me how traumatizing it was to think that the love of his life was going to die, told me how he watched his mother die, told me how he loves me enough to let me go until I can love myself, told me how he couldn't bear to have children with a woman who didn't know if she wanted to live or die, told me how much he loves me, but he has to love himself too, that the only thing he wants from me is to put my mental health first. And with that, he kissed me goodbye and shut me out of his life forever, told me to leave him be. My life was more shattered. I cursed God asking, why? Why give me the love of my life when you were just going to take him away anyway? The love of my life who wants nothing to do with me. Well, it took some therapy, some healing, some understanding, and lots of one-on-one time with God to learn the reason why. Well, at least clarity. See, I know how it felt knowing that the love of my life isn't there, comparing to knowing of what if he died? What if my mom died? My father, my beautiful sisters, my amazing friends, my mentors, my support system. How would it have hurt me? How would it have devastated me? How would I have felt? How would that have torn to me? So yes, over the past few years, I've learned a lot, but one thing I've realized is that until I truly love myself and take care of myself, I am never going to be in a relationship again. Thank you.